Hi guys, how are we all doing today? So today I made Carl and Ellie Fredrickson's house from Up in The Sims 4. So this one was a lot of fun to make. At the same time, very stressful. Right at the start, like now, for some reason the floor wouldn't spawn, and I tried clicking on add floor and stuff, but it just wouldn't spawn, which was incredibly annoying. So I literally sat there for about 20 minutes trying to work it out, and it was just an ordeal, it was just hard. But anyway, rest of the house, great fun to build. I loved this film when I was younger. I can't remember when it came out now, but I just remember watching it, like, being a little kid, and I remember loving it. Like, my favourite character were definitely that little boy. I've forgotten all the names. Literally, I had to look up the name of the old man, because I'm terrible with names. But yeah, so this is their house. I basically just looked up a floor plan of it online and then just copied that. But yeah, there weren't many pictures of the interior, which surprised me because most of the film is based around this house and what goes on in this house. So it did confuse me a little bit that there weren't many pictures on Google of it, and it were only the exterior and the floor plan, and that was a bit weird. But oh well, you win some, you lose some. I did make the house substantially smaller because I realised that it was a lot smaller. For some reason, the roofing bit on the front wasn't working for me, so I ended up just putting 3 of the half-hipped ones. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. They're called something, but I ended up just putting 3 of them on because nothing was working. So that's what we're going with, and it looks alright. It don't look 100%, but it's fine. We're going with it, and it looks okay. So who really cares? It looks really good when it's done. It does look like the original, which is basically what I was going for. I wasn't really going for aesthetics in the sense of it looking good. I just went for it accuracy. So that's what we're here for. And a lot of houses, when they're transferred into The Sims, don't look good. But at this point, I do not care because I did my best and that's all that matters. So, I love the fact that it's all different colours. I think that is adorable and I just love it. I just think it's really cool. So, yeah. And I wanted to use that, what's it called? Shilling? I don't know what it's called. It looks like little shells, doesn't it? Do you know the one from Cats and Dogs? I wanted to use that one, but it just wasn't working out for me, so I just kind of went for paneling for most of it, and then just that bit at the front. Because, I mean, there's not the colour range for it. I was going to go for it, and then kind of, do all the different colours, like the blue, the pink, and the green, and the yellow. But it only had, yellow and then, normal colours. And who the heck wants normal colours? So, yeah, it didn't work out very well, so I kind of left it. The inside I tried to keep as accurate as possible as well, but obviously I had to take some creative liberties because you couldn't see everything. For example, on the outside I put trees outside because it just looks a bit better, doesn't it? It looks a little bit better. And on the inside, I didn't know what colour the walls were painted, for example, so I had to kind of improvise there. I did use a lot of the country living pack because it is very grandma based and it's very oldie worldy, which I think they definitely would live in a house like that. So that's what I went with. And it just reminded me of Agnes Crumplebottom when I saw the little crib in the room, and then it brought the whole story back to me when I was building that room. Because there was a whole scene where it was so dark. Why is Disney like that? There's a whole scene where she loses the baby. What the heck? Why are kids watching that? So, yeah, that brought back a lot of memories watching that and of how sad that was. Because it was really upsetting. Another thing I noticed about this house, they love their end tables. They absolutely adore them. The hallway tables? They cannot get enough of them. They're just everywhere. Literally every single room has a hall table. It's why? But, like I said, I'm going for accuracy, not looks, so I put them in anyway. because why not? So it does look a bit dodgy, but oh well, that's what we're going with now. That clock from Cottage Living, why is it so realistic? Why is that clock realistic and every other clock looks really cartoony? Why is that a thing? I can't understand that. But oh well, it's what I went with in the end, because I mean, I'm not going to change it. It looks like that in the actual film, so I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to change it. I am very glad for clutter in this build. The amount of clutter I put in this build is insane. Like, I was looking at all the pictures and stuff, and I noticed like those little medicine bottles on the table next to his armchair. So what I did instead was I sized down like the food tins from Cats and Dogs. The little like treat tins, and it looked a little bit like medicine bottles, so I put that in. It doesn't look 100% like them, but what are you gonna do? Oh well. The fireplace, I tried to keep the same. I even put the little bird on. I mean, granted, in this it is a chicken, but there was nothing else I could do. The little mural that's at the back of the mountain. Obviously, I've not got a mountain mural, so I put in the one that came with base game. The graffiti one. You know the one I mean, that one. The one that's on the wall. But I put that in. Anyway, I don't know why I'm trying to explain things like you can't see what I'm doing. But I don't know. I try too hard. I think that's my issue. The little bird, I used the chicken from base game. It's the same colour, so technically it's the same bird. That's what I'm going with, because I don't understand birds. I put a little shelving unit in, of course I put loads of hall tables in because they seem to be obsessed with them. I tried to put as much detail as I could into it, and I just tried, I tried so hard with this, and it still didn't look great. So that says a lot about me, doesn't it, really? There's just loads of empty space. But I think that is part of the thing anyway. I think there is just a ton of empty space. So that's what we're going with. And I don't know. I know other people have done this. Oh yeah, that's something I did. I put the steering wheel at the front because I remembered in the film when he's steering the house, which is probably the weirdest that's the weirdest sentence I've ever said. But when he's like steering the house, he has a steering wheel in the front window, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'm adding that in. I know it's not quite like that. It's like a little turning thingy, but you know what I mean. It's symbolic. Just leave it alone. I didn't realise they had a little study as well, which is really cute. She has a little sewing room upstairs, which is cute. But they don't obviously have sewing machines in this game. They did in the Sims 3? Sims 3 or 2? They had sewing machines and stuff, didn't they? But they don't in the Sims 4, which is a bit strange, but I don't know. So I put the new typewriter from Cottage Living in because it looks symbolic of it. It's all symbolic. That's all this build's meant to be. It's a nod towards the house from up in the most accurate way I could possibly make it. And I know it's not perfect. I know, but at this point, I really don't care because it's done. It's up on the internet, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, that's what I did. There's like a little chair, isn't there? What they call the stair chair, the chair stair. I don't know what it's called, but there's one of them in there that Carl uses when he gets older, and he like has this little cane and stuff, and he sits on it and it goes woo. So to like emulate one of them, I used the like scientific chair, the high tech chair. I used that, and there wasn't like a white swatch, but again, symbolic. That's what we're going with. In a little sewing room, I also put some like tapestries on the wall. Like, she could have done them. I know, I don't know. She could have done them, and then she put them up on the wall, because I think that's cute, and I think that's something she would do. Also, in this build, oh my god, I love it. on Ellie's side, she's got a little circle table, and on Carl's, she's got a little square table. And I know that was all the way through the film, but I just find that so funny, like, because he is such a square, innit? He's so set in his ways, but then she's so out there and bubbly and exciting. I love it. I love the symbolism, and I think it is absolutely adorable. And you see it all the way through the house as well, like with her chair and stuff. It's just, so cute. Then we move on to the baby's room. Again, I don't know about the walls and stuff, so that's what I went with. But we are coming to the end of the video now, so thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to hear about my upcoming videos, then don't forget to follow me on Facebook. My Facebook is Kelsey Sims, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.